There are some shocking secrets behind North Korea's closed doors, and today we are about to expose them. From the horrifying treatment of prisoners to desperate attempts to escape, the footage you're about to see will haunt you. Witness the harsh reality that often goes unnoticed, revealing how far people will go to stay alive in a place where hope is hard to come by. When the sound of freedom calls, it can make people very brave. In 2017, Chong, the son of a North Korean general, showed us just that. He drove fast in a military jeep toward the South Korean border, but his friends chased after him. When his jeep got stuck in a ditch, he jumped out and ran, even as bullets flew around him. 5 of them hit him. Miraculously, he kept going and collapsed near the border. South Korean officers found him, pulled him to safety, and took him to the hospital. Now, he is healthy again, ready to share his incredible story of bravery. In a place where every move is watched, being curious can be very risky. At Yanggakdo International Hotel in North Korea, there's a strange mystery that catches the attention of visitors. The elevator doesn't have a button for the 5th floor, and that's no accident. This mysterious floor is off limits to guests and is filled with propaganda posters and surveillance equipment. In 2016, an American tourist named Otto Warmbier made a poor choice by sneaking up there to take a poster as a keepsake. His curiosity led to arrest, a forced confession, and a long stay in a harsh prison. Sadly, Otto never returned home, losing his life in custody. Leaked videos from a North Korean interrogation room reveal the frightening reality of the regime. One clip shows a terrified woman caught trying to escape to China, shaking as she faces the guards interrogating her. The fear in her voice is heartbreaking. In another scene, a man sits blindfolded, hands tied behind him, being yelled at by a guard in a cold, empty room. You might wonder how we know it's North Korea. Only the portraits of their leaders hang on the walls, watching over the fear. These interrogations are brutal, and many prisoners endure even worse treatment, facing harsh punishments or, tragically, execution. In a land where freedom is a distant dream, even watching movies can lead to severe punishment. Consider this shocking scene, a public trial where children are punished for merely enjoying South Korean films. North Korea's justice system feels more like a fear factory, and leaked footage captures this grim reality. Filmed secretly by a courageous individual, it shows a criminal declared guilty of an anti-communist act. What was the crime? Simply watching 4 South Korean movies and sharing them with friends. This harsh judgment is not just a penalty, it serves as a chilling warning to anyone who dares to challenge the regime. In 2022, leaked footage from North Korea unveiled a haunting scene. 2 16-year-old boys, handcuffed and displayed before a stadium packed with students. You might think they were dangerous criminals, but their crime was simply watching South Korean dramas and trying to share them. While they avoided execution, they were sentenced to a grueling 12 years of hard labor. The video starkly illustrated how North Korea uses public humiliation as a means of control. Their names and addresses were read aloud, serving as a warning to others. Why such harsh rules? Kim Jong-un fears South Korean media, which could expose his people to a freer world, something he cannot allow. Imagine entering North Korea without ever leaving your couch. Sounds impossible, right? But for broadcast engineer Peter Fairley from Ontario, it became a reality. While searching for Olympic broadcasts, he accidentally tuned into North Korean state TV and discovered a world of the strange. The screen was filled with national anthems, tributes to former leaders, and a stream of propaganda that glorified Kim Jong-un. In one clip, he was depicted as a superhero, even wading through floodwaters to rescue citizens. Peter shared these bizarre clips online, and they quickly went viral, sparking millions of views. The fascination with North Korea's brainwashing machine was palpable, leaving experts puzzled about how the regime completely controls its people's minds. Tears often flow from sadness, but in North Korea, they can also stem from fear. In 2011, the world witnessed a chilling sight during Kim Jong-il's funeral. The streets were closed, and tens of thousands of civilians wept uncontrollably as his snowy procession passed by. But were they truly mourning, or simply trying to survive? It was revealed that Kim Jong-un had made it mandatory to show grief for his father's death. Even years later, people live in fear. Anyone caught smiling could face imprisonment or even execution. It's ironic that while the regime demands sorrowful displays, half the nation struggles to find enough food to eat. It appears these clips were deliberately leaked from North Korea, revealing a curious scene. Traffic ladies standing at intersections, guiding traffic despite the absence of traffic lights and vehicles. These women in Pyongyang are among the nation's oddest mysteries. Many suspect they are part of a carefully orchestrated display to portray North Korea as a leader in women's rights. Ironically, while they direct traffic, they are not even permitted to drive. This peculiar situation seems like a bizarre attempt to create a false illusion of normalcy. What do you think about these traffic ladies? Share your thoughts in the comments section! In North Korea, even children fall victim to the regime's strict control. This troubling reality has escalated, as revealed in a leaked video showing thousands of individuals forced to work under harsh conditions to build ski resorts. Further investigation uncovered that this project was ordered by Kim Jong-un himself, aimed at promoting tourism and providing leisure for his people. However, many criticize the regime for prioritizing such extravagant projects while countless North Korean children struggle with basic nutrition. These developments seem less about the well-being of the people and more about the leader's personal enjoyment. In 2010, a heartbreaking video emerged from South Pyongan province featuring a 23-year-old homeless woman. Frail and covered in dirt, she revealed to the camera that she was surviving by foraging for grass. With no family left, likely a consequence of North Korea's cruel laws that punish entire families for a single person's offense, she had nothing. This tragic scene highlights the harsh reality of life in North Korea, where only the capital shows signs of progress while the rest of the country struggles for basic necessities. The situation took a sorrowful turn when just days later, the same woman was found expired in a cornfield. Kim Jong-un doesn't just travel in style, he travels in a fortress. Recently, clips of his train went viral, and it's not your average locomotive. This bulletproof, bomb-proof vehicle, known as the Moving Fortress, stretches over 90 cars and is armed to the teeth, even carrying a helicopter for extra security. Inside, it's pure luxury, featuring leather seats, flat screens, and entertainment rooms. But why does the most powerful man in North Korea require such extravagant protection? The answer lies in the many enemies he has made, including members of his own family who might be waiting for the perfect moment to challenge his rule. Thus, this moving fortress serves as a shield for the dictator. North Korea's propaganda machine is relentless, and a recent video depicting American life is no exception. This footage, widely circulated within the DPRK, features bleak images of homeless individuals on the streets, painting a dark and grim picture of life in the United States. But why spread such a narrative? The goal is to convince North Koreans that life beyond their borders is equally miserable. The irony lies in how the video reflects the harsh realities faced by many in North Korea itself. It's a twisted strategy aimed at maintaining control over the populace, keeping them in line through fear and misinformation. Typically, sunrises evoke a sense of calm and relaxation, but mornings in Pyongyang present an eerie spectacle. Despite being the capital, the streets are almost deserted with barely a car in sight. When people do appear, their movements seem oddly scripted, reminiscent of a scene from a dystopian film. The lifeless buildings amplify the unsettling atmosphere, making you question if anyone truly resides there. Additionally, tourists have shared bizarre clips capturing unsettling music echoing throughout the capital each morning. This haunting melody is played daily, creating a chilling experience for those who hear it. But why? It serves as a common tactic in communist North Korea, reinforcing identity and exerting control over the population. A single picture can tell 1,000 stories, and this is certainly true for the viral satellite images of the Korean peninsula at night. The bright lights of South Korea's cities, particularly the vibrant capital Seoul, shine like a beacon, reflecting the energy of its 25 million residents. In stark contrast, North Korea lies almost entirely in darkness, illuminated only by a faint glow from Pyongyang. The nation's outdated energy systems leave most of its land shrouded in shadows. That bright line of light along the border symbolizes the divide between two nations, one thriving and bustling with life, while the other remains cloaked in obscurity. North Korea is notorious for its inhumane policies, but just how brutal are they? Insights from former citizens reveal the grim reality. Penal Work Colony Number 22, one of the regime's infamous concentration camps, was reportedly closed in 2012. Yet the horrors experienced by its inmates are impossible to forget. Former guards described a living nightmare, filled with crippled and deformed prisoners enduring unimaginable conditions. It's reported that around 30% of the inmates suffered from severe disfigurements, including missing body parts and shattered features. More than 2,000 individuals were treated as less than human. While this particular camp has been shut down, it is feared that hundreds of similar facilities still exist across North Korea. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any of our upcoming amazing content. We appreciate your support. Thank you once again.